Hello, we are going to learn how to play The Secret Language of Trees from Alex Kingston. This is not a really hard song. We are going to use more or less 4 chords, I think. And yes, that's it. I prepared this piano score with 2 pages. It looks strange with a lot of information, but it will be really easy. Um, okay, so I'm going to start with the left hand, and the left hand, we are going to use octaves, these kind of things, okay? And before I continue, as you can see, this green light here is my sustain pedal, so you can follow my movements, okay? So, first one is F. You don't need to read the notes, you can just look here to the top, to the letters here. And then we go to E flat, and then go down to C and D flat. If it's too hard to do the octaves, you can play only one note like this. It will sound great also. Okay, the right hand, we have positions, we have chords, and the first chord is F minor, is this one here. And I'm using number 1, the finger number 1, finger number 3 is the middle finger, and pinky, it's finger number 5. So 1, 3, 5, like this. This is the first position. The second one is this one. So it's exactly the same finger. So these 3 notes, they went to the left. After this, we go to C minor, is exactly the same fingers, 1, 3, 5, here. So 1, 3, 5. And the last chord, it has 4 notes, and it will be this one. And it is number 1, number 2, number 4, and number 5. So number 3 doesn't play here. So let's repeat. F minor, and then E flat, and then C minor, and finally D flat 9. So this is D flat major, and this note is the 9th of the chord, okay? And the first step is to practice both hands at the same time with no rhythm, just these positions, like this. This is the first position, and then everything goes to the left, and then the left hand goes to C and C minor, and then we change to D flat with a 9. And this is the first step. Try to play 2 tempos in each chord like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is the first step, and try to do this in loop. After that, we can add the rhythm, and we can replicate the guitar, this thing. Okay, so what the guitar is doing is like, it plays the bass, and then it plays the chord like this. So it's the first position, but first notes, and then the other notes like this. And then when we go to the next position, to the E flat, instead of play the chord, we play these 2 notes, and then we go to the chord like this. As you can see, the thumb doesn't move, like, and then we don't change the thumb. And with the bass, it sounds like this. So from the beginning, this is the first step again, 3 and then we go to C, and they are separate, as you can see here. It's left hand and then right hand. So like this, and then you play the last position together. So everything is like this, and I'm going to play slow. 3 and C. 1, One more time, and let's go. One more time. Now a little bit faster. 3 and one more time. And now let's play with the song. And then when the verse starts, it's exactly the same. As you can see, the notes, the chords, everything is the same. And we play 4 times. So the intro is twice, because we have these 2 dots. These 2 dots means repetition. And now it repeats, but 4 times. So it's 4 times the same thing, and I'm going to play with the song. So let's go. Let's go.
In the hush of the morning, where the roots dream deep, a whispered song stirs the air, where the willows weep.
Third.
Silent conversations in the lines of the bark.
Last one.
Stories carved by centuries, spoken after dark.
And then when it goes here to this line, it's exactly the same, but without this rhythm. So we play the chords like this. And then this one here. So we play, from here until here, it's the same thing, but without rhythm. And from here until here, it's just half. So it's just the first part, this one. And then it's silence. We don't have nothing because the voice will start the chorus part. So let's go from here.
The wind translates their wisdom through the rustling of their leaves. If you listen in the stillness,
and
you can
stop.
hear them breathe.
And then chorus. By the way, I just realized that this chord here, it's a little bit different. So in fact, you can play the same thing. You can play this position, but what I wrote here is this position. So you can choose in this spot here. You can play the same as before and make everything easier, and it sounds great. Or you can play the D flat major chord. Okay. And then when we jump to the chorus, it's again the same thing all together, okay? So it's this part here is the same as this one, and we play 3 times. And when we finish these 3 times, we have a different part. So this part here, the different part is D flat major. So 1, 3, 5. And then it goes back to C minor. And then we go to E flat. This is the order. However, when we reach E flat major, we just wait 2 tempos. So it's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, and move to the next part. Is a transition, and this transition is the same as the intro. I just wrote it here because instead of twice, it's just once. We just play the chords 1 time. So let's play the chorus. I'm going to play from here.
You can hear them breathe. They speak in the hum of the earth, in the pulse of the rain, in the bending of the branches, calling out your name. Every root is a pathway, every leaf tells a tale.
And then
in the secret language of trees, there's a story
1, 2,
in
and
the gale.
transition. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, on the transition is the same thing. And after this part, we go to the second page. And as you can see, we have to play the intro, the verse, and the chorus. So we can look here. We play the intro, the verse, and the chorus. In fact, okay, there's something wrong. In fact, this intro doesn't exist. This is wrong. It jumps directly to the verse. So bye-bye intro. Let's delete. Okay. We go to the verse and then to the chorus. And so this is the chorus, I think. No. Yeah, this. Okay, so after the chorus, we go to the solo, the guitar solo. And on this solo is the same thing as before, okay? So F minor, E flat, goes to C, and D flat. On this D flat, you can choose this position here or this position here. Or you can also do this position with this note, so this one. There are several ways to play it. So let's go from the solo. And repeat. And then we go to the bridge. And the bridge is a little bit different. And I'm going to start with the left hand. And the left hand is D flat. And then it goes to E flat. And then it's up and down. So D flat, E flat, F, and go down. Go back to E flat, and then C, and D flat. And we hold the chord. And the right hand is always the same position going up and down. So is these three positions. And the fingers are always the same. So D flat, E flat, and F minor. And the rhythm is like this. The white notes we count until 2. These ones, just one tempo, so it will be faster. So it's like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. And we hold this chord here. By the way, especially in this part, it's really important to know how to use the pedal. So when you use the damper pedal, the sustain pedal, when you play a chord, I'm going to use these two chords to explain this. So we play the chord, we hold the pedal, and we have to change the pedal right after the next chord. Not before, it's always after. So when I change pedal is, so we hold the pedal, and when you change is like this, tick, tick, really fast, okay? So we play this chord, and only after the next chord we change the pedal like this. You can follow the green light here. So again, and up, down. And on this part, you are always changing like this. You can follow the green light while I play. Okay, so it makes everything clean. Otherwise, it sounds like this. And it's a big mess, okay? So let's try to play with the song.
Underneath the network grows, passing whispers through the soul below, holding hands in ancient light, connected in the quiet night.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then chorus. This is the chorus. So let me jump back to the chorus, and let's go from here. And chorus.
If you stand still, if you just believe, you learn the words the forest breathe. A secret song beneath your feet, sung in a voice that never sleeps.
However, on this chorus, so on this one that we are playing, we don't play this chord. It's a silence. So it's even easier. So we play this, this, and then nothing. This is empty. After that, we play one more time the chorus, but I wrote the notes here because the final is different. It's a little bit different. So this part here is the same. When we so this here, we play 3 times this sequence. And before we finish, and on the last part of the song, we have different chords. So it's D flat, and then we go to C minor, and now we have a special chord. It's D flat major 7, and it's really easy to do. So the left hand is D flat, and the right hand is this position here. These 3 notes, and I'm using 1, 3, 5. And the last chord is F minor. So the right hand is exactly the same, you just change the bass to F. So let's play this last chorus. And now actually, I call this chorus because it has the same chords of the chorus, but it's a guitar solo. Yes, and that's it. This is how you can play the secret language of trees. Of course, if you want to do other kind of things like invert the order of the chords, it's also possible. So we use these positions because the original song is done like that, but we can change the order of the notes if we want, something like it's just an idea. So this is something that you can explore and try to make some variations based on the chords that we learned today. And that's it. Thank you so much.